Hey, I'm a first-time drone owner, and today I went for my first flight. And do you think I crashed? Let's talk a little bit about the Autel Evo Lite Plus. And it's this guy right here. You can see it's a pretty good sized drone, pretty hefty. On the Autel website, this premium bundle is about $1,200. So I'm a rookie. Do you think I did good? I don't know what I was thinking. We went out and flown for the first time today. And I'll tell you what, this drone surprised me. It surprised me on how easy it was to fly. And I really enjoyed it. And it was just too cold. It was 25 degrees with the wind chill. I think it was around 8 or 9 degrees with the wind chill. So I was froze out there. And I still had 2 flights, about 11 or 12 minutes each flight on the same battery. And I still had, I don't remember, I still had 50-some% or 40-some% battery left. This drone really surprised me on how easy it was to fly for the first time. And I watched a lot of videos. I did a lot of reading about it, a lot of research before I started. I did pick up a landing pad, and it's 2 colors, black and white on one, and then white and orange on the other side, and worked out really good. I'll put a link to that. I did get that off of Amazon, and it folds up to a nice size, pretty sturdy. Didn't interfere with the gimbal when it was initiating. When you go to take off, I looked at some that were pretty flimsy. I watched videos and they were lighter, and when you lay them in the grass or weeds or anything that was not even, like laying it on concrete, if it was uneven terrain, it could give a little bulge there to where when you set your drone down, it would touch the gimbal and the gimbal couldn't initiate. This one, a little thicker material, and if you look when you place your drone, if you put it across the seams on a flat spot, no problem. I'll show that in another video because we're gonna do a lot of videos on that. What we're talking about is I'm a rookie. This is technically my first drone. I had a toy drone in the past. I mean, we'll call it a toy. Wasn't very high quality, and it ended up in a tree for 6 or 8 months until it finally came down, and that thing was really discouraging. It was very hard to fly, not stable. This, on the other hand, was great to fly for the first time. It was awesome. I'll talk about a few things with this before we go cut to the footage flying. When I initially set this up, you download the app to your phone. Then you initialize everything. There's a sequence: turn the controller on, bring the app up, and then turn the drone on. And it updates the firmware. It'll update your drone with features. Something I didn't know about, I didn't see any videos talking about it, was it asked me on an initialization if I had purchased the extended plan or a service plan. I didn't know anything about this. I clicked through the links. It took me to an Autel page, and it had a 1-year or a 2-year plan. 1 year was, I believe, $149. And in that, it talks about repairs and replacement. And I'll do more reading about it. I did purchase it. I figured for being a rookie pilot and with the investment, the cost of this drone, it would be worth it. I purchased that for $149, $159, whatever it ended up being. And what Autel displayed was you get 2 crashes per year, were my understanding, and correct me if in the comments, correct me if you all out there know, but my understanding, and I'll read it more, is that you get 2 crashes per year where they will replace your drone. Also, there it talked about other things with like water damage and different things, repairs and replacements. So I figured for $149, if that is true, and it talked about flyway, so if this loses connection, your your information link is broken, loses signal, whatever, and say your drone just flies away, my understanding is that you can upload your flight logs to Autel. You know, they kind of verify that. I'm sure they will do their investigation because they're not just going to throw money out there. Once they determine, yeah, your drone did fly away, they replace it under this package. That's my understanding. So I don't think that's an issue. I didn't see really any videos talking about, you know, drones flying away like that. Hopefully it's not an issue. But if it does track a flight pattern. If it, hopefully that does still transmit to the phone. I'm still learning about all that stuff. That package actually seemed like a pretty good package. Being I'm a rookie pilot, I figured let's do that, because if I crash, I mean, crash in 1500. I mean, I purchased this through my employment. So I think when it was all said and done, it was like, you know, $1,200 or $1,300. That's a big investment to go fly off and break, and then you're out the money. I think this little insurance package, warranty package, whatever you want to call it, is pretty good. The quality of everything that I received here seems very good. I am pleased with the drone. I'm happy with my purchase. I don't feel I was ripped off. I know it's a large amount of money to put into a drone, but the footage was great. The ease of flying was great. It wasn't a great day. It was overcast, cold, and windy. It still flew great. I did not at any point feel like I did not have control over it. It stayed pretty steady. I think for, you know, it sounds kind of crazy to me, but for a beginner drone at, you know, almost $1,500 for the package, it's a good beginner drone. I didn't know really what to expect, and I didn't know if I was getting in over my head. I'm a rookie. Did I crash? Let's check out some of the footage. Second flight here. Do auto takeoff. Okay. So this is the obstacle avoidance. So it sees me there. So let's we'll fly in. Okay, and let's see if it'll fly into me. Okay, now I'm giving it full forward stick, and you can see that it is not coming at me. So we'll rotate around.
GNSS signal is weak and geo-awareness may be disabled.
And then we got sensors on the back. So let's see if she'll fly back into me. Let's go fly away. And then we're going to fly back here and see how good these sensors are in the back. There you go. It stopped. I'm full stick back. And it's creeping. It's going really slow. Now it stopped. So now it won't allow me. So, okay. We'll slide over here. We got some hay bales right here in front of us. So, kick the camera up there. And we're only flying about, I don't know what it is, about 5 feet. It says 4.6, so about 6 foot. Let's go fly over here. We got this path, you can see the snow here. Let's fly along this little road. We'll follow this road back over here to the telephone poles. Okay.
GNSS signal is weak and geo-awareness may be disabled.
Just grab a little altitude here. So we're not listening to that. Wind is kicking up. We'll go fly out here. Out to this. Here's one of the new power poles out here. Let's see, we'll get in here a little bit. Let's grab some altitude. $380 feet, and I got to stay under the 400 feet for FAA regulations. Pan around here slowly. Just got to get used to going light on these sticks. There, I'm standing there at the bottom of the shot there. So we're going to go fly back to me.
Reach the maximum flight altitude.
Okay. Let's start our way back. And I set a limit for like 385 feet. That way I would, automatically set that so I don't go over it. There I am in the shot there. You can kind of make out the orange helipad. So let's drop some altitude. So here at 300 feet, I can see the drone, of course. I have to keep it in sight. But I can kind of hear, there's a little bit of wind, but I can hear the props. Looks like we're at 61% on the battery, so still doing pretty good. That's 200 some feet, about 200 feet. Wind's kicking up pretty good. So 225. And we'll go fly past us here. GoPro's able to pick up. Okay. So we're out distance 1,154 feet from where I'm at. back and fly over. This is an open chunk here. This is all pasture, farmland here. Okay, we're gonna bring her back in. We're like 58% battery. Moving quarter. We've been in the air for about 8 minutes total, 2 flights. So this time I'm gonna bring it in and see if I can land this manually and hit my target. And my fingers are about froze here. Start dropping altitude. Drop the camera down. There's our target. I'll roll the camera up. We're just gonna set her down.
Stop recording.